Welcome back, guys, to another video my Pokemon Single Battle Series. Last time I brought this team and it carried me to Pokeball tier, so I'm planning to bring them again. So if you like, you can check them out with the rental code here. And also, I'm also excited to talk about Pokemon Home. It was announced yesterday that it's going to be releasing soon. With Pokemon Home, you can bring back old Pokemon and the older generations to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Unfortunately, you can't bring all of them because not all of them are going to be in the National Dex in Pokemon Sword and Shield. But I can't wait to see what other people bring to the table, like new strategies, cool moves, and all this stuff. So with all that said, yeah, let's just start into battling and see where things gonna go. Alright, so I'm setting Pokemon Ball tier 4, three battles, 3 wins. Yeah, so I really like this team. I hope that it does well in this video. I'll bringing them again. But alright, so let's change the music to, I guess we can go tournament music. But yeah, single battle is definitely a more interesting battle so far than the doubles that I've been playing. So let's see what my opponent brings. Brings Ice Cube, Dragon Pulse, Gyarados, Togekiss. So I see a lot of fast Pokemon. The only slow Pokemon I see is Duraludon. So, and also I see a lot of potential physical attackers. I'm guessing they're gonna be bringing Duraludon. Seems like Duraludon or Dragapult is their ace Pokemon. Duraludon and Dragapult seem more like special. So what I'm gonna do here is, since I see a lot of speed Pokemon, I'll bring Gyarados to Thunder Wave or to slow them down. And then I'm gonna check if it will Tyranitar be useful here. Tyranitar can take out a lot of their Pokemon, but at the same time, Duraludon also can take care of Tyranitar too in some ways. Yeah, Tyranitar will be my main Pokemon here. And the last one, I can bring Rotom, or I can bring Arcanine. Arcanine has some usage, because I don't know if their Dragapult is a physical type. If their Dragapult is a physical type, but then Dragapult also has the ability to nullify. So I'll probably bring Rotom this time around. Yes. So alright. So yep. First game of this video. So hopefully my team does well, and hopefully my opponent plays a good game. Alright, let's see who they lead. Lead with Gyarados. Okay, so I also lead with my Gyarados, but they just don't know that my Gyarados is pretty much a support Gyarados, not really an attacking Gyarados. Would it be Moxie Gyarados? Yes, their Gyarados is a Moxie Gyarados. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Thunder Wave their Gyarados. If they Dynamax Gyarados, then it'll be more beneficial in my favor. Okay, they do. So that means that they're relying on their Gyarados here to be their ace Pokemon, to knock out as many Pokemon as they can for the Moxie ability. So what the Moxie ability on a Gyarados does is, when they knock out a Pokemon, their attack raised by 1. So I already lowered his attack by 1 when my Gyarados came in. So he's gonna use Max Stream to boost up his speed. So this will knock out Gyarados because Gyarados is kind of bulky, and I did give him a lot of HP stats. So now with Thunder Wave, his Gyarados will be slow. He's probably going to use another Max Airstream to boost up his speed again to make up for the speed loss. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch to Rotom to threaten his Gyarados, because his Gyarados is 4 times weakness to electric, and Rotom is an electric Pokemon. Not only that too, Rotom can withstand, I think, a hit from his move. And Rotom is also a Choice Scarf, so Rotom's super fast. So Gyarados is paralyzed, and because they chose to Dynamax Gyarados, they pretty much wasted their Dynamax turn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Volt Switch their Gyarados. Whether Volt Switch knocks out Gyarados or not, which it doesn't. I was hoping it not to as well, because I can safely switch to a Tyranitar. And then, yeah, I'm going to switch to Tyranitar, to Dynamax Tyranitar, and pretty much finish off his Gyarados. Hopefully his Gyarados doesn't do too much damage to Tyranitar. Okay, Gyarados was still paralyzed. So now Gyarados goes back to his normal form. And knowing that Gyarados is slower with Thunder Wave, I can Dynamax safely and just straight up start attacking. I'm guessing the Pokemon they have in the back might be Dragon Pulse and Duraludon. It's going to be risky if I Dynamax here, so maybe I might not Dynamax here. I'll just risk for the attack. So knowing that Gyarados is already kind of weak, I'll risk Stone Edge, and hopefully my Tyranitar goes first. Alright, my Tyranitar didn't go first, and it knocked out my Tyranitar. It was a risky move. I could have switched. Oh, it was also a critical hit, so it definitely knocked out my Tyranitar. But it's alright. I didn't use my Dynamax move, so I can just go back to... I can go to Rotom and just finish this Gyarados off. There's a likely chance they're not going to switch Gyarados, but it's alright. So I'm going to use Thunderbolt to just finish him off. There's no point of Volt switching. Alright, so let's just see what my opponent brings next. Yeah, I lost my ace Pokemon, which is unfortunate, but I should have played it a little bit more carefully. And yeah, decide my decisions a little bit more slower. Okay, so it's Duraludon. So what I'm thinking here is Duraludon is a special type, and none of my moves here are useful against Duraludon, even if I Dynamax. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch to Gyarados. So what I'm going to do here is, the reason why I'm switching to Gyarados is because Gyarados has a high special defense. We can probably survive one hit. Hopefully he uses a move that's not strong. Okay, Draco Meteor. This might knock out Gyarados, depending upon Gyarados' HP. Yes, it does. But this also lowers his special attack. Okay, now this will make Rotom my ace Pokemon. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to use, I'm going to Dynamax and use Max Geyser. I'm going to set up the rain. So, Rotom's water moves will be 50 times more stronger. Or not 50 times, but, you know, just a lot more stronger. Yeah. And with Draco Meteor, like, Duraludon shouldn't do too much damage. My Pokemon should be faster. And Duraludon doesn't have a strong special defense unless they gave him an item or boost up his special defense, because usually that's his greatest weakness. Not only that, too, Duraludon's resistance to water, so I'm not surprised that he didn't do too much damage. Alright, so next, this water move should be a little bit stronger than before, so he should take probably, he should almost go down. Unless they switch him out, but he's already in, so it's not worth taking too much free damage. Alright, so this almost knocked out Duraludon, so this is fine. Okay, he uses Draco Meteor, which still doesn't help. This is fine. So next, I'm going to set up the electric terrain. Yeah, I'll set up electric terrain and finish Duraludon off with this. Just in case the next Pokemon might have a move that make my Pokemon go to sleep, which would be troublesome. So unfortunately, the issue here is, if I knocked out Duraludon from my second water move, I would have had a little bit chance to gain the momentum with one more turn of Dynamax. Okay, so the last Pokemon is Cinderace, which is extremely weak to my Rotom Wash here. So I'm just gonna click on Hydro Pump to finish off the game, unless final Hydro Pump misses. Okay, Hydro Pump connects, so they should finish the game unless he has Focus Dash. Okay, he does. So let's just see what move he have. He have bulk up. Alright, so Hydro Pump is at 80% accuracy, so there is a chance Hydro Pump miss. And I am locked into Hydro Pump because I have Choice Scarf on Rotom, but unfortunately it hit, so this is a good game to my opponent. So yeah, first match comes with a victory. So yeah, it was a good game to my opponent. Everything, like, the only problem that I did was I lost Rattata for free, which I should have been a little bit more careful and conserve him. Well, yeah, let's just jump to the next battle and see what my opponent brings. So I went to half, so I'm getting closer to Pokeball Tier 3. I'll change it to Gym Leader this time. But yeah, so far no Trick Room teams. Mostly I've been seeing a lot of Duraludons and who else? Duraludons and like Gyarados, Arcanine in them. Not too many Rhyperiors so far in single battle. So let's see. Alright, this team, I see a lot of. Okay, so I see special. I see 3 special attack Pokemon, 3 physical Pokemon. So then the question is, who will they bring? I have a feeling they're gonna bring more special than physical, I'm thinking. So if they're gonna bring more special than physical, then Gyarados is a good lead. If they do bring a physical, it's either their Gyarados or their Corviknight. Corviknight is weakness to my Rotom. I could bring Rotom for Corviknight. Rotom does take out their Gyarados too. They only have 1 Pokemon that's, well, maybe 2 Pokemon that's kind of resistant to Rotom, but it is a safer lead with Rotom. And the ace Pokemon I'll be bringing would either be Duraludon or my Tyranitar. Duraludon can take out a lot of their Pokemon actually. So I see more Duraludon than Tyranitar. Tyranitar could still take out most of their Pokemon too, but with Gyarados there, it is kind of risky. So yeah, I'll bring Duraludon this time as my ace Pokemon. So just like last match, when I sent out my ace Pokemon, try to think of my moves more carefully, just in case a situation that happened like last match, occurred. Okay, so let's see who they bring with. I'm expecting okay, they brought a physical. This is fine because Gyarados, he can use Thunder Wave on Corviknight, but then I think my Gyarados also has Taunt. So a lot of Corviknights, they like to set up in front of me. So instead, I think I'll Thunder Wave their Corviknight first, and then I'll Taunt after. Okay, Thunder Wave goes through. So let's see what my opponent does. Uses a move that has a high chance to miss. So now I know that's Thunder Wave, and he has yeah, I'll switch to my Rotom, which Corviknight is weak against. So this would definitely threaten their Corviknight, so there's a good chance they might switch. If they don't switch, it is fine too. So okay, yeah, so they do switch. Gyarados. Yeah, so I threatened their Gyarados here. So in the end, now I know that they have 2 Pokemon that's weakness to my Rotom. So I'm just going to use Thunderbolt and threaten them to lose their Gyarados, or they're gonna switch out to the last Pokemon. Okay, so they ended up losing the Gyarados. So now they should bring out their 3rd Pokemon, who I don't know, because Corviknight, unless they choose to sacrifice Corviknight. Okay. Beware, okay. So Beware, I can just go back to Gyarados here. There's no point of risking Rotom. I could just stay in with Rotom and just attack too. But at the same time, I have a really good feeling they're going to Dynamax Beware here. Yeah, and Rotom can only attack. Beware does have a weak special defense, but it's just, will I be willing? Should I risk? Like, I'd rather risk losing Gyarados than losing Rotom at the moment, even though I know that Rotom is can do a lot of damage. So by using Gyarados' Intimidate when I switch in, it lowers Beware's attack, so he won't be too threatening later on. So he uses a ground type move, which doesn't damage Gyarados. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to Thunder Wave him to make him slower. Beware is a slow Pokemon already, but it's better to be safe to have a chance to paralyze him than to let him move freely. Okay, Thunder Wave connects. So let's see what Beware will be doing. Beware was paralyzed. So what I'm going to do here is I'll just attack Beware with Gyarados and just chunk him down. Okay, Beware has Quick Claw. Beware has a fighting move that's not that effective to Gyarados. See how much this does. It does about 1/6, I would say. So I'll attack once more with Gyarados to see if they're gonna still stay with Beware, because it seems like Beware have, okay, so they withdraw Beware. This is fine. So I'm thinking the reason why they're withdrawing Beware is because they want to Dynamax Corviknight. Okay, that's a lot more damage to Corviknight. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch to Duraludon. And then I'm going to Dynamax Duraludon, because I have a really high feeling they should Dynamax Corviknight. Right, they don't. Use Hurricane. Hurricane misses. If it hit, it would have done a lot more damage than I would expect. So I'm going to Dynamax and use Max Lightning, which is super effective to Corviknight. Corviknight is already paralyzed, so Corviknight should be slower than my Duraludon. Okay, they withdraw Corviknight. So now Beware is going to take a lot of damage. And if they lose Beware, then this game should be over. Yeah, unfortunately my opponent didn't bring any special attackers, so this gave me a little bit more of the edge because Duraludon's defense is really low, and yeah, Gyarados and Rotom definitely played a pretty good role against what my opponent brought. Okay, so next I'll just attack again with Max Lightning, just in case they swap to Corviknight. So they don't swap, and Beware is already a slow Pokemon, so Duraludon goes first. And Duraludon still has one more turn of Dynamax, so this game should be over, even if Corviknight defends with Protect. Okay. So this should be the game if my electric move connects. Okay, battle was cancelled, so my opponent forfeit. So good game to my opponent. It was an interesting match. I was hoping them to bring more of their special Pokemon, but in the end they chose to go with physical. And with the Corviknight having Hurricane, which is a special move, Corviknight is not really known for special attacks. So yeah, that was a second match. Good game to my opponent. Let's check who my last person will be. So I rise up to Pokeball Tier 5. Okay, I receive 10 BP for playing in rank. What's nice about playing in rank is that every few battles you fight, you get rewards. So alright, so right away I see a lot of fast Pokemon on my opponent's side. So Gyarados could be a good lead. I don't have to lead Gyarados, but I'll just have to see. Okay. So then I'm guessing here is this team is a little familiar to me, so they might lead with Whimsicott or Togekiss to boost up their speed, and then either their fish in the bottom, Dracovish, or their Darmanitan, which is on the top, might be their main Pokemon to Dynamax. They don't Dynamax Dracovish, but Dracovish needs the speed. So then what I'm going to do here is Rotom is useful too, because I see 3 other Pokemon that's weakness to Rotom, which is weakness to electricity. The other ice Pokemon, like Darmanitan, I don't have too many Pokemon that can withstand damage to him, so I'm thinking Duraludon is probably main Pokemon. The only physical types he has is Darmanitan and their fish, which is very likely no point of bringing Arcanine, so that's why I'm bringing Gyarados. Rotom is probably the better choice. I don't really have too much reason to bring my Togekiss. Yeah, not at all, because Togekiss is very weak to their team. So yeah, I'm pretty much bringing the same team I brought last time. So let's just hope everything turns out to go in my favor. And let's hope this match will be an exciting match too. Okay, let's see who they bring out. It's either Togekiss or Whimsicott, I'm assuming, to set up their team. Okay, it's Whimsicott. So what Whimsicott usually do is Whimsicott set up Tailwind, and with the Prankster ability, that's a priority move. So what I'm gonna do here is, okay, so I know that Whimsicott is just going to set up and then pretty much swap out. So what I'm gonna do here is I can Thunder Wave him, or I can swap to my Rotom and expect a switch in. So the question is, who do I think they're going to bring in the back to be their ace Pokemon? Either their fish or their Darmanitan. I have a feeling it will be Darmanitan because he's a lot more useful if he's Dynamax, which means I gotta prepare for him. So what I'm gonna do here with Gyarados is I'll just paralyze Whimsicott, and then I'll switch out next turn if I believe, right? Because switching to Rotom now, it doesn't really help. So I'll just Thunder Wave, and hopefully Thunder Wave connects. If Thunder Wave connects, yeah, it'll be reasonable. Okay, so it seems like Whimsicott didn't go to Tailwind, unless that's not a Prankster Whimsicott, because Prankster Whimsicott usually goes first. So now I know that this Whimsicott is not Prankster. I can prepare for him later. So now I know that they're going to go to Darmanitan. Darmanitan has a weak special defense. So I'll go to Rotom. So they should switch up. They have no reason to stay in. My Pokemon is faster, so I switch first. Unless they choose to stay in with Whimsicott, which... Okay, they do stay in with Whimsicott. So that's a little interesting. So now I know that they're going to stay in Whimsicott. I'm going to use Volt Switch to switch my Pokemon out of there, just to do some damage. So Whimsicott should have Focus Sash, so now his Focus Sash should be useless. So now Whimsicott is just a sitting duck. Okay, not anymore. So they switch out first. So let's see who they bring. So this is actually more useful to me, because now I know Whimsicott doesn't have any items on Whimsicott, and it wasn't Focus Sash. So Darmanitan. Yes. Oh, so my Pokemon didn't switch. Okay, that's interesting. So now, yeah, I can just Dynamax and just attack Darmanitan. I can't see Darmanitan having any moves that can knock out Rotom, I believe. Because Darmanitan usually has Fire, Ice... Fire and Ice. I can't see any move. Darmanitan doesn't have any Grass move, I believe. And even if Darmanitan will... I should double check just in case. So... Darmanitan... And then check if he has any Grass type moves. Oh, he does. He does have a Grass move, but it's a special. So yeah, I'll just attack and use a Water move. Yeah, Dynamax and use Water move because my Rotom is locked into a Volt Switch. If I stay in, I just have to click Volt Switch, which switches him out, which is a threat because I believe this turn my opponent should Dynamax or Darmanitan to do the most effective damage to whoever I have on the field. Because Rotom's only weakness is Grass, so I highly doubt he's going to have a Grass move. Because Darmanitan is a physical type, and all the grass move that Darmanitan learns is special move. So I believe Darmanitan should go first with the Tailwind that Whimsicott set it up. So let's just see what he goes for. Okay, so my Pokemon's faster. Okay, so that's about a third. So I'm guessing there is a slight chance the next time I use, unless he sets up the Hail with an Ice move. Okay, he sets up Sandstorm instead. So he uses a Rock type move. Okay, this is fine. So this time around, I'm assuming he either protects or he's going to attack again. Okay, his Tailwind went out, so now I'm just going to attack. So I'm gonna set up the Rain again. So now he's gonna be almost knocked out. So now I have a strategy for the next turn after he makes his move. He's gonna use Rock Ball again. Hopefully it doesn't critical hit my Pokemon, because if it does, it's gonna knock out Rotom. Okay, it doesn't. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to protect on the last turn of Dynamax. And then the reason why I'm protecting is because I'm already locked into Volt Switch. So and I know that it seems like my Pokemon is already faster than his. So he used the Max Knuckle instead of a Rock move. So I know that my Pokemon is faster than his. So I can just Volt Switch, knock out his Pokemon, and switch into a more healthy Pokemon in the back. And this will be the last turn of his Dynamax as well. So now the question is it worth sticking in with his Darmanitan, or should he just let it fall? I'm pretty sure he should let it fall, because it's better to have a healthy Pokemon on the field than one that's already too weak. So I'm gonna Volt Switch, knock him out. And then I switch back to someone healthy in the back. And the Pokemon I'm gonna switch to is Duraludon, because he has Whimsicott. I don't have to switch to Duraludon. I can play it safe and go to Gyarados, but there's a chance he might just bring back Whimsicott just to scout out who I'm gonna bring. Because Duraludon is a slow Pokemon. But let's just see who they have. If they do send out physical type, it'll benefit me much better, so I can just switch to Gyarados. But I'm assuming they should bring out Whimsicott or they might, because it seems like they might not. Yeah, they're gonna see my Pokemon first before they switch out. Okay, they bring Whimsicott. So I think they're expecting Whimsicott to be faster. So I'm just gonna use a Steel move and hopefully knock out Whimsicott. Whimsicott was paralyzed, so Whimsicott's speed is cut in half. Okay, so they just choose to sacrifice Whimsicott. So now let's just see who the last Pokemon is. Will it be physical or special? Okay, it's physical. So now this is gonna be risky. So now I know that this is the last Pokemon. I can just switch to Gyarados and pretty much trap him. So right now, Dracovish is dangerous because he has a move called Fisher's Wren, which means that if he goes first and uses Fisher's Wren, the Fisher's Wren's attack will be doubled, and the attack of Fisher's Wren is 90 damage. Okay, so he uses Outrage instead. Okay, that's interesting. So now he's locked into Outrage. Outrage is a 2 to 3 turn move that hits really strong. After the 2 or 3 turns of Outrage, he gets confused. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to Thunder Wave his fish. Hopefully Thunder Wave connects. It is a 90% accuracy. So his fish is faster. So if it connects Gyarados, okay, so he's confused. If it connects, Gyarados misses. This is not good. Okay, so the strategy here is I'm going to switch to Rotom. Should I switch to Rotom? I can just switch to Duraludon and switch back. Yeah, I think I'd rather play safe and sorry. There's no point in losing a Pokemon for free if I don't have to. Or at least for this round, this turn right here. So hopefully he gets hit by his own confusion. He doesn't. So he uses Outrage again. This is fine. And the reason why I'm swapping to Duraludon is because I see that he's locked into Outrage again, and he's also confused. So there's a chance if he gets hit by his confusion, he won't be able to damage me. If he doesn't get hit by his confusion and he damages me, I can see that it's not enough to take my Duraludon out. So I just use Draco Meteor to knock out his Pokemon. Even if he gets a critical hit for his Outrage, it still shouldn't knock out my Pokemon. Okay, so Duraludon can still take a hit, but my Draco Meteor missed. So the next time I use Draco Meteor, it should hit, because I don't think... Okay, he got hit by his own confusion. So Draco Meteor should hit, and there should be game. Okay, so good game to my opponent. They definitely brought scary Pokemon, but I was well prepared for whatever they brought. So, and I didn't lose any Pokemon this turn. So, yeah, good game to my opponent, and good luck to them next time. Okay, I got Zinc. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this single battle rank video. So I'm just gonna check which Pokeball tier or where I land. Okay, almost to Pokeball tier 6. So yeah, this is my team. I really like it. I'm probably gonna bring it next time because they balance a lot of my pretty much my Pokemon's weaknesses and resistance. So like this is a really good team. So next time, like look forward to my doubles battle. I'm probably gonna play that next. If I don't, maybe I'll just play another singles battle, or I might even think of just creating a whole new team just to mess around in casual. Look forward for that too, because I don't want to play too many serious games in rank ladder, because you know, ranking is important. I do believe you learn a little bit more from ranking, because there are like the ranking rules and casual rules are kind of different. In casual, almost anything goes, even though all the Pokemon is still set to level 50. But yeah, if you guys like my video, please like and subscribe, follow me. It'll be really great. It'll show a lot of support to me to continue making videos. Yeah, but other than that, thanks for watching, and tune in until next time. Thanks everyone.